Is it sacrilege for me to talk about the best beard trimmers? I know a lot of guys think that it is. I know a lot of beard companies think that, you have to have a massive, huge beard to be super manly and super cool. We don't think like that. We think that the man makes the beard, not the other way around. We don't believe it needs to be this massive, bushy thing. We believe it needs to make you feel better and look better. That's all. It doesn't need to be gigantic. You don't need to be fighting bears and cutting down trees. You don't have to be a lumberjack. You don't have to be an idiot. You just have to have a beard that compliments you. So that being said, a lot of guys will look best with a trimmed beard. Amazing, imagine that. It's not the thing you hear very often in so-called beard culture, but that's just the truth. I have had a long beard, and I wanted to see what our longer bearded customers dealt with while using our products, and it was interesting, it was cool, but it didn't suit me. That's why I've got a much shorter beard now. I'm going to try it out, and I'm going to try a slightly different style by growing it out in the bottom right now, because I like to test, and feel free to test too. We talk about that a lot. But I do need a beard trimmer. I've tried my fair few over the years. This all started because I was running a site on beards, because I was growing one and there was a lot of weird information. I wasn't sure what was there to trust, so I just started my own, doing my own research, writing my own articles, testing out products, and yeah, now it's been 3-4 years just about since then, and that's how Liberty was born. So yeah, I know a thing or two about beard trimmers, and I have currently found a barber that does a really good job. I enjoy it. We fade, nice fade, takes a lot of time, straight razor shave up here, down here. It's been a couple weeks since a haircut, so gotta get back on that. But I do have beard trimmers at home. So we want to walk you through some of the better ones. So there's a lot to look for. You should check out our article, libertygrooming.co/best-beard-trimmer. It's really in depth. We've got a lot of information there. But what I like to do is basically recommend something that is a great overall value. So it's not going to be ridiculously expensive if you don't need it to be, although there are some really, really good, really powerful ones that are up there in price. But most important, I think, is the length settings. So you want as many options as possible, because you never know exactly what length is going to look best on you. There's another thing you have to test, as well as if you're fading your beard, or if you are, I guess if you're fading it, you want all those different levels, because you're going to have to switch quite frequently, and you don't want to jump from, this long to this long to this long, like that. You want to be able to go, down very, within like millimeters. So the best ones we've recommended all have like, most of them have more than 10 length settings, and the very best one has 18, because that way you can do anything to your beard. You can make it super long here, super short here, all with a beard trimmer. It's really handy. So the best one we've got here right now is, I think it's like the best-selling one on all of Amazon, which is like a lot of beard trimmers, like 50,000 a month sort of thing, or 50,000 a year, I should say, which is a lot on Amazon. So the Philips Norelco Multi-Groom Series 3100 has a load of attachments on it: ear hair trimmer, nose hair trimmer, beard trimmer, hair trimmer. Like it's got everything, and it is very good value. It's got 18 different length settings, all the way up to 18 millimeters. It's cordless, which is easy. It's a really good price. So overall, like this will work for almost anyone. I actually had a lot of success with the Panasonic ER224S. It's an older model. It's probably, I have no idea when they started making it. It's at least 5 years old now, maybe more. But they're still cranking those out, and it's really good. It's got 14 length settings and a wheel turn that makes it really easy to change the length. It's one of the cheaper ones as well. Just be careful you don't drop it or knock it on stuff, because I actually had the head of mine crack, which made it hard to get a good clean shave. And by head, I mean the guide, the length guide. I also had a trim 2, which is like, I don't know, they're trying to be the Apple of beard trimmers. It looks really, really fancy. Problem with this one is it's only got 4 length settings. It just so happens that a couple of them work perfectly for me. That's why I'm happy to recommend it, even though it doesn't have quite so many length settings. It's really smooth, it's really sleek. The stand is nice, so it's not just lying on the kitchen counter, on the bathroom counter, and it cut really well. So yeah, that's a nice sleek one if you're looking for style. And if you're looking for, like, if you've got super thick hair, if you don't want to deal with cordless and the battery dying, if you want like a consistent, really powerful motor and you're willing to spend a little bit more, the Andis is amazing. Anything by Andis. Wall has a couple of good things that are plug-in, but Andis is like top notch. They've got the T outliner and then another one I can't remember the name of right now. But yeah, this is a corded one. More expensive. The guards are sold separately, so you're gonna have to pick those up if you get them on Amazon. But if you want to be 100% sure that you're gonna get the same cut every time, because the motor is plugged into the wall and it's not reliant on battery power, which can die midway through a cut if you're not careful, this is the way to go. Get an Andis for sure. And another great all-in-one, similar to the first one recommended, is the Remington PG6025. It's a kit as well, so it's got like 3 or 4 attachments, and it's got a bunch of guides as well. It goes up to 16 millimeters. If for some reason you have an attachment to Remington versus Phillips, go with that one. It's pretty good. So yeah, basically, like I said, you want to make sure it has enough length options. It has a good, it's got a good engine, or a good motor, I should say. Has enough power. The blades should probably be self-sharpening. That's usually how they are nowadays anyways. Charging time, battery life, unless you, I can't imagine why you'd need to have a charge within an hour, although that is a feature of some of them. Maybe you forgot to plug it in, you need it really quickly, plugs in an hour, whatever. Most of them are going to charge in 8 to 10 hours anyway. There's a couple that do it within an hour, but you're going to pay a little bit more for that convenience. And they'll usually have half an hour to an hour battery life, so if you're taking longer than that, then maybe you should get a plug-in one. And then yeah, features, some of these are gimmicky. Some of them have nice vacuums on them that actually stop the cleanup, or eliminates 90% of the cleanup, and they actually do work fairly well. There's one with like a laser that shows you the line you should cut, which is completely useless. Don't buy into that. So yeah, that's about it. Make sure it works for you, make sure it's the right price, make sure it's the right value. You know, things on Amazon have a lot of decent reviews, and those are our top 5. I would recommend starting with the Philips Norelco 3100 to start with. Can't really go wrong. Try them out. If you don't like them, you can usually return them on Amazon. But yeah, I've had 3 or 4 that I've kept consistently for like 3 or 4 years now. So you might just collect them depending on the size of your beard that month or that year. Use a different one. But yeah, you owe it to yourself to get one that's good, that works, that you'll use it frequently, or find a barber that you can trust with your beard, which is incredibly hard, so probably get one for home just in case.